What's up, y'all? I'm back at it once again, a Coast Skill Fun Day. And we are here taking a look at the UNIA, in Puerto Rico. Many people don't know the UNIA was the largest Negro or African movement worldwide. And it's not really discussed, but 100 years ago, around this time, it was being formed. In 2019, it was 1919, it was being formed, and it just went all over the world. So we're going to talk about this one chapter in Puerto Rico, and I'm coming straight out of the UNIA book of the UNIA. So this is straight historical fact, not this primary resource. Joel Martinez to the Negro world. San Juan, Puerto Rico, July 11, 1922. Puerto Rico again under the colors of the red, the black, and the green. Mass meeting held at municipal theaters, San Juan, Puerto Rico. His Excellency John Sidney D. Borg enrolled many members. After a disappointing the very day of the meeting at Casino Hozo in Boliquan, a hall belonging to the Negroes, a large audience went to hear His Excellency Honorable John Sidney D. Borg in the municipal theater. Division number 45 of San Juan had come alive again through the efforts of the new president, Senor Jamie A. Bishop, and old and loyal members. On the platform was His Excellency John D. Word, Senor Jamie A. Bishop, President, Senor Conrado Rosario, General Secretary, Senor Jose Benvito, First Vice President, Mr. John Matthews, Financial Secretary, and Mr. Jose Mills, Second Vice President. The opening ode was sung, followed by a prayer. Senor Jamie Bishop was the first to speak. In a clear and forceful manner, he addressed the audience in Spanish, explaining the aims and objectives of the UNIA. He said the two main reasons for the delay of his countrymen in enrolling under the banner of the red, the black, and the green were, first, the election of the ignorant and selfish officers in the division, and second, the foolish conceptions of many Puerto Rican Negroes in thinking they were not Negroes. Let me read that one more time. The two main reasons for the delay in his countrymen enrolling in the banner of the red, the black, and the green were, first, the election of many ignorant and selfish officers in the division, and second, the foolish conception of many Puerto Rican Negroes in thinking they were not Negroes. As to the first, he said, we have clean house, and new officers must be self-sacrificing or quit their posts. As to the second, in fact, we must be faced, and it is not an easy job to take from the mind of the people in 1 or 2 years. The idea that the word Negro means inferiority, and we should consider that more than 300 years of the white people have been beaten into their belief into our brains. In my opinion, it will take some years of Garveyism to reach our destination. The next speaker was Senor Conrado Rosario, our General Secretary. He spoke to the audience in Spanish and received much applause after his forceful and vile remarks. He explained the obligations of the member to the association and the benefits to be attained by being a member. He said that the Negroes have been living here under the impression that Puerto Rico was a paradise for Negroes because the white people greeted them and saluted with a smile. That idea may have satisfied the old Negroes, but the new Negroes want to see a race progress in education, industry, commencement, and every avenue of human activity, and to live under our own flag. The next speaker was John Matthews, our Financial Secretary, a natural-born orator, who was cheered and applauded by the audience. He said, among other things, that he does not understand why many Puerto Rican Negroes say they are satisfied with their condition, unless it is impossible to see beyond their own noses. He said that in many years he has been in Puerto Rico, he has seen no Negro enterprises, no Negro business places, and no Negroes working even as clerks in many stores in the islands. In that, the only time he ever seen a group of Negroes receive recognition was during the World War, when many of the best trained young Negroes made officers in the army that was to face the German guns in France. Today, however, if any of these former officers desire to be a simple private in the Puerto Rican Army, his color would deprive him of the chance. The last speaker was our leader, His Excellency Honorable John Sidney D. Sarberg, who sat in a master's way and held the audience spellbound. He took for a subject, "Go out, go to the ant, thou sluggard, and learn to be wise." He impressed upon the audience the necessity and the duty of Puerto Rican Negroes to cooperate in the work of UNIA, the largest Negro movement in the world today. He made a detailed explanation of the case of Santo Domingo, where other divisions and associations were closed by the Santo Domingo and military governments, and that many of the members were jailed. As a result of his endeavors, however, all the divisions were in operation before he left the island. The members of the association having been discharged from jail, and Santo Domingo is again a safe place for members of the UNIA. He described the conditions of the Puerto Rican Negroes and the familiarity of one who had lived there for many years. He drew a picture of ill affecting the Negro of the race in Puerto Rico and suggested a remedy for their cure. The Excellency's speech was so impressive that when he had finished speaking, many proceeded to the rostrum with the honor of shaking his hand and becoming members of the organization. So this is organization UNIA Division number 45, San Juan, Puerto Rico. And it's showing you how they brought it back and built it up, and the two main factors they had to deal with in bringing it up. Number one was incompetent leadership, and you know what I'm saying, they didn't know no better. He called it ignorant. And number two was many Puerto Rican Negroes, they was Negroes or was African descent. So it's kind of the same type of problem that we have going on now. And he said the cure for this was years of Garveyism. All right. So this is UNIA Division number 45, San Juan, Puerto Rico. You know, much love to this division, doing it real big out in the Caribbean. I don't know if it still exists or not. You know, something I got to look into. But you know, Division 45 had it popping for the island and doing big things. So hopefully subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be dropping more stuff on the UNIA and going through each division as much as I get through the paperwork. All right, much love and subscribe to the channel.